An example I often give is the Indus Valley civilization. Nobody actually knew that it existed until it was accidentally discovered while a railway was built. And then they found that there were these actually very, very sophisticated, very complex mud brick structures on a very large scale. Then they found that this culture had a language, a fully developed written script. We can't read that script. The script exists, but we can't read it.
The story of the Indus Valley civilization, one of the earliest cradles of urban life, reads like a mystery novel filled with climatic twists, geological turns, and the shadowy figures of invaders. As we dive deep into the annals of ancient history, this civilization's gradual fade from the vibrant urban entity it once was around 1900 BCE to mere remnants by 1300 BCE has puzzled scholars and history buffs alike. Let's explore some of the intriguing theories that have emerged over the years for why this civilization suddenly vanished. Indian railway system in the 19th century, they stumbled upon something extraordinary: ruins made of well-crafted bricks in the Punjab region. Little did they know these bricks were the remnants of the Indus Valley civilization, a society that had vanished thousands of years before. At first, these ancient bricks found a new purpose under the wheels of progress, quite literally being used in railway construction. It's a bit ironic when you think about it, an ancient civilization helping to lay the foundations for modern transportation, all while its own story was buried in oblivion. Enter Alexander Cunningham in the 1870s, a man who could be seen as a detective in the realm of history. As the founder of the Archaeological Survey of India, Cunningham was among the first to take a scholarly interest in these ruins. However, even with his reports, the true significance of what they had found wasn't fully grasped. The pieces of the puzzle were there, but the picture was yet to be seen. The plot thickens with Sir John Marshall, who took the helm of the ASI in the early 20th century. Under Marshall's direction, the ASI turned its gaze to the prehistoric past, setting the stage for a discovery that would challenge the narratives of urban civilization's origins. It was Daya Ramsani who, in 1921, began excavating at Harappa, and soon after, Rakal Das Banerjee laid bare the wonders of Mohenjodaro. These sites revealed to the world a civilization of astonishing complexity and sophistication, with well-planned cities, advanced drainage systems, and a plethora of artifacts that spoke of a rich cultural life. The discoveries of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were like opening a window to an ancient world, showcasing the architectural and cultural achievements of the Indus Valley civilization. This was a society that had its unique script still undeciphered, and urban planning that could rival any contemporary city today. The Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro, with its watertight construction, hinted at a society that placed significant emphasis on cleanliness and possibly ritual purification. As more archaeologists joined the fray, Ernest Mackay, Madho Sarup Vats, and Mortimer Wheeler to name a few, the knowledge of this ancient civilization expanded. Each excavation across the Indus Valley region brought new insights. The narrative of the Indus Valley civilization challenged the then prevailing notion that complex urban life began solely with Mesopotamia and Egypt. Here was evidence of a parallel society that had flourished and then, for reasons still debated, declined and disappeared, leaving behind a legacy buried under the earth. Let's take a stroll back in time to explore Harappa, a city that once thrived in what's now the Punjab province of Pakistan. This ancient metropolis wasn't just any old city, it was a cornerstone of the Indus Valley civilization, bustling with life between 2600 BCE and 1900 BCE. The story of Harappa's discovery is as fascinating as the city itself. Initially spotted during the 19th century, it wasn't until the British were laying down railway tracks in the 1850s that Harappa began to reveal its secrets. Ironically, bricks from this ancient city were used in the construction of the railway, unknowingly dismantling a piece of history for the sake of progress. Fast forward to the 1920s, when Sir John Marshall and his team of archaeologists took a closer look and realized Harappa was part of something much bigger. They uncovered a city so advanced it would rewrite our understanding of urban planning in ancient times. Imagine walking through streets laid out in a perfect grid, with main roads up to 30 feet wide intersecting at right angles. This wasn't a haphazard settlement. It was a city built with precision and forethought, showcasing remarkable engineering skills. Harappa's infrastructure was nothing short of revolutionary. The city boasted an advanced drainage system, with covered drains along the main streets and smaller ones connecting from individual homes. This emphasis on cleanliness and public health is something many modern cities could learn from, and the buildings, all constructed with standardized baked bricks, stood as a testament to the Harappans' knowledge of materials engineering, giving the city a unified look. But Harappa wasn't just about impressive streets and sanitation. The city was alive with bustling granaries, which were central to its food storage and distribution system. These weren't just any granaries. They were massive structures located near the city's heart, hinting at a well-organized governance system that ensured the population was well-fed. Diving into the everyday lives of Harappans, we find a society that valued comfort and cleanliness. Houses, ranging from simple dwellings to more elaborate homes, often had their own wells and bathrooms. This level of domestic luxury suggests a society where social stratification was present, but also one that placed a high importance on individual welfare. And then there are the artifacts, the seals engraved with animal figures and an undeciphered script that hint at a complex system of communication, trade, administration, or perhaps even ritual. The pottery and tools unearthed in Harappa, from utility wares to beautifully decorated pieces, reflect the diverse occupations and crafts practiced in the city, painting a picture of a vibrant, bustling community. Harappa was more than just a city. It was a beacon of urban civilization, showcasing advancements that were unparalleled for its time. Its discovery and excavation have not only provided us with a glimpse into ancient urban life, but also challenged our perceptions of ancient civilizations and their capabilities. Nestled in the Sindh province of Pakistan lies Mohenjodaro, a site that's not just an archaeological treasure but a testament to the architectural genius of the Indus Valley civilization. This city, one of the most iconic remnants of ancient urban life, gives us a sneak peek into the lives of its people, their societal structure, and their unparalleled urban planning. The city was cleverly divided into two main areas: the lower city, bustling with residential and commercial life, and the Acropolis, where public and ceremonial buildings stood. This division speaks volumes about the level of organization and planning that went into Mohenjodaro. It wasn't just a cluster of buildings, it was a thoughtfully laid out city, designed for efficiency and order, with distinct zones dedicated to different aspects of daily life. But let's talk about the Great Bath, the crown jewel of Mohenjo-daro. Imagine a large, watertight pool, meticulously constructed for religious purification rituals. Surrounded by corridors and rooms, the Great Bath wasn't just an architectural marvel. It was a central piece of the city's spiritual and communal life, emphasizing the importance of water not just for survival, but as a sacred element in their culture. The people of Mohenjodaro were master craftsmen, their skills shining through in the intricate beadwork, finely crafted metal objects, and beautiful pottery discovered at the site. These artifacts were not merely utilitarian. They bore the marks of artistic excellence and possibly held deeper symbolic meanings for their creators. The variety and quality of these items suggest a society that valued not only function, but form and beauty, integrating them into their everyday lives. Moreover, Mohenjodaro was a bustling economic center. The numerous seals, weights, and measures found among the ruins hint at a complex economy that thrived on both local and long-distance trade. This was a city that was not isolated. It was connected, engaging in commerce with distant lands, showcasing its economic prowess and its role as a significant player in the ancient world. Mohenjodaro, with its advanced urban planning and sophisticated architectural elements, stands as a shining example of the ingenuity of the Indus Valley civilization. Ever heard of a civilization that planned their cities with intricate precision, used standardized weights, and wrote in a script that remains undeciphered to this day? Welcome to the mystical world of the Harappans, who flourished in the Indus Valley around 5,000 years ago. This ancient society, one of the cradles of human civilization, was so advanced for its time that it continues to baffle modern historians and archaeologists. Today we dive into the remarkable story of this civilization, exploring their urban architecture, mysterious script, sudden disappearance, and even, dare I say, possible extraterrestrial connections. Sprouting around 3300 BCE, during what we now know as the Bronze Age, the Indus Valley civilization, also known as the Harappan civilization, was an oasis of advancement in an era when most of humanity was still dependent on hunting and gathering. Located in what is now modern-day Pakistan and northwest India, it was a civilization that would change the course of human history. The remarkable thing about the Indus Valley civilization is its expanse. It spanned from the majestic foothills of the Himalayas all the way down to the warm waters of the Arabian Sea, covering more than 1 million square kilometers. It was not a small collection of towns or cities, but a civilization composed of over 1,000 individual settlements. Some of these settlements were as far away as Afghanistan, showcasing the reach and influence of this ancient society. The two largest cities, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, were the main hubs of the civilization. These cities have offered the most significant evidence about the culture, lifestyle, and technological prowess of the Harappans. The range of artifacts, from terracotta toys to a wealth of intricate seals, found at these sites provides an insight into the complexity and diversity of this civilization. Moreover, the civilization was flourishing at a time when Egypt was still nurturing its first dynasties, and the Sumerians were laying the foundation of Mesopotamia. The Harappans not only coincided with these civilizations, but were engaging in long-distance trade, as indicated by Mesopotamian artifacts found in Harappan cities and vice versa. This ancient network of trade is a testament to the Harappans' enterprising spirit and their role in the early development of international commerce. So, the Indus Valley civilization, with its vast expanse and technologically advanced cities, truly stands out in our human past as a beacon of the early urban revolution that laid the foundations for modern civilization. Few ancient civilizations can compete with the Harappans when it comes to urban planning and architecture. Their cities were laid out with remarkable precision, akin to a modern city's grid system. Main streets ran north to south, intersected at right angles by smaller east-west streets. The meticulous planning also extended to each residential block, where homes were arranged in a grid facing the streets with entrances to the side for privacy. Now consider this. These cities were established around 2500 BCE, a time when most of the world's civilizations were only just beginning to transition from nomadic to settled life. The Harappans not only mastered urban planning, but they also managed to implement it on a large scale throughout their civilization, a testament to their exceptional organizational skills. The architecture of the Harappan civilization was equally astounding. They built their houses, typically 1 or 2 stories, from uniform, oven-baked bricks, a significant advancement from the sun-dried bricks used by contemporaneous civilizations. These houses were equipped with advanced features for the time, such as indoor bathrooms and sophisticated drainage systems. The presence of wells and bathrooms in almost every house and the intricate network of covered drains indicate a deep understanding of hygiene and public health. In the midst of these residential blocks were larger public buildings and granaries, showcasing the communal aspect of the Harappan life. The Great Bath of Mohenjodaro is a prominent example. This large, watertight, swimming pool-like structure hints at ritualistic or communal activities, possibly even an early form of public sanitation. The Harappan's urban planning and architecture represent a culmination of societal cooperation, engineering prowess, and a deep understanding of urban living's needs. It was this extraordinary blend of science and society that set the stage for the world's first urban civilization. The Harappans left behind numerous inscriptions, etched primarily on seals, amulets, and pottery. These artifacts contain symbols forming a yet undeciphered script. Despite concerted efforts by linguists and historians, the Harappan script remains one of the last untranslated scripts of the ancient world. Containing about 400 distinct characters, many scholars believe this writing system is logosyllabic, a blend of phonetic and symbolic elements, like ancient Sumerian or Chinese scripts. The inability to crack the Harappan script isn't due to lack of trying, but rather to a shortage of bilingual inscriptions, a tool that was pivotal in decoding ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics. The absence of a Harappan Rosetta Stone has thus far kept the civilization's literature, if any, and many aspects of their culture tantalizingly out of reach. However, the Harappans did leave behind a system that we understand, their weights and measures. They used a binary decimal system for weights, with ratios of 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, and 500. They used cubical weight measures made of chert, limestone, sturtite, and a few of black basalt and red jasper, ranging from 0.856 G to 8,735 G, evidencing a remarkable consistency and uniformity across a vast region. Measurements of lengths and masses reveal an amazing accuracy. They were capable of measuring angles, constructing geometric shapes, and aligning their architectural structures with cardinal directions. The meticulous precision of their measurements and the widespread use of standardized weights suggest a regulated economic and administrative system. While the Harappan script remains a puzzle, their weight system provides a fascinating insight into their society's structure and values. It underlines a highly developed sense of order, fairness, and possibly an early form of taxation, once again underscoring the Harappan civilization's remarkable complexity and sophistication. As with many great civilizations, the decline and disappearance of the Indus Valley civilization presents a mystery that has baffled scholars for centuries. Around 1900 BCE, signs of gradual decline begin to emerge. The once meticulously planned cities show signs of dilapidation and less rigorous urban planning. Standardized weights and measures, the hallmarks of Harappan society, were used less frequently, suggesting a breakdown in the system of centralized control. Several theories have been proposed for this decline, ranging from climatic changes to societal upheavals. Some scholars believe a major shift in monsoon patterns could have led to prolonged droughts, making agriculture, the backbone of the Harappan economy, untenable. Geological evidence suggests that devastating earthquakes and floods may have played a significant role too, as tectonic movements altered river courses, particularly that of the river Saraswati, which vanished around the same time. Other theories propose the invasion of foreign entities, such as the Aryan people, as the root cause of the Harappan downfall. However, this theory has become less popular in recent years due to a lack of solid archaeological evidence supporting the existence of a large-scale conflict or mass migration. The gradual disappearance of the Harappan culture does not mean that it was completely erased. Elements of their practices and customs are believed to have been integrated into the cultures that succeeded them, particularly in areas such as craft making and agrarian practices. In a way, the legacy of the Harappan civilization lived on, melding with the fabric of the subsequent cultures of the Indian subcontinent. Despite the mysteries that shroud the decline and disappearance of this ancient civilization, the Indus Valley civilization's footprint in history is undeniable. They showcased remarkable progress in urban planning, technology, and societal organization, setting a strong foundation that undoubtedly influenced the civilizations that followed them. Their legacy is a testament to human innovation and resilience, providing a fascinating glimpse into our shared past. The allure of the unknown often entices us to search for links between disparate civilizations and sometimes even to conjecture connections with extraterrestrial entities. The Indus Valley civilization, shrouded in mystery due to its undeciphered script and abrupt disappearance, provides ample ground for such speculations. One intriguing line of inquiry emerges from the numerous Indus Valley seals that depict what appear to be flying objects. These objects have been subject to various interpretations, with some suggesting a link to the ancient alien theory. Proponents argue that these depictions may indicate that the Harappans had contact with extraterrestrial beings. However, mainstream academia generally dismisses these theories due to a lack of concrete evidence and the likelihood of alternative, more plausible interpretations. In terms of inter-civilizational connections, there's intriguing evidence of contact between the Harappans and contemporary Mesopotamian civilizations. Archaeological findings have unearthed Harappan seals and jewelry in ancient Mesopotamian sites, indicating trade relations. Additionally, references to a distant country known as Milaha in Mesopotamian texts are believed by many scholars to refer to the Indus Valley civilization. Some researchers also suggest possible cultural and technological influences between the Harappans and the ancient Egyptians, another civilization renowned for its advanced engineering feats. However, while such connections are plausible, given the maritime capabilities of these societies, concrete evidence supporting this theory remains limited. Unraveling these potential connections is a captivating, yet complex pursuit. While these theories, particularly those involving ancient aliens, often venture into the realm of speculation, they underscore our fascination with the vast and complex web of ancient civilizations. As our understanding of the past continues to evolve, who knows what startling connections and revelations await us? As we take a step back and contemplate the Indus Valley civilization, it's not just their tangible achievements that mesmerize us. It's the aura of mystery surrounding their undeciphered script, the mystery of their abrupt disappearance, and the tantalizing possibility of connections with other ancient societies, and perhaps even extraterrestrial entities. But the true testament to their legacy is how they inspire us to constantly question, explore, and strive to understand our shared human past. So next time you look at an urban grid or a piece of writing, take a moment to appreciate the journey of human civilization, a journey that's as exciting in its certainties as it is in its mysteries. And as always, thanks for watching.